Bonjour. I'm currently on my way to Tesco because I'm making my mum a Black Forest cake. It's going okay. I haven't really mixed the essential ingredients together. I've just prepared the liquids and the solids. I was like, is solids the right word? Yeah. I prepared the liquids and the solids, or like the powders. Yeah. And then I haven't mixed the egg in yet. I went shopping yesterday after work to collect everything I needed, and I spent £18 and I was like, ugh. Yeah, I'm not baking in uni. The thing is though, I probably won't miss it. I don't mind baking, but like, I just don't think I really care to bake for myself nowadays. The only times I would bake for myself is out of necessity. And when I say necessity, I mean like I'm on my period and I need something chocolatey. But I don't really tend to buy just like chocolate and then have that. I prefer to make, I mean, I do buy chocolate for myself, but like if I know I'm going to be consuming large quantities of chocolate, I'd rather make it than like buy it at the shops, if that makes sense. But other than that, I don't really like enjoy baking as much as I think I used to enjoy just like baking for pleasure for myself. So I won't miss it in uni. And so the only times I really bake is when there's like a special occasion, or if I want to do something nice for someone. I just wanted to bake a cake for my mum, so I'm kind of pumped about it today. But obviously when I'm in uni, there's like, for the first few months, I'm probably not gonna like anyone enough to want to bake a cake for them. Unless I go to the same uni as my friend, then I might want to bake a cake for her. But like other than that, I'll be fine. I don't know why I'm like explaining the philosophy of my baking routines to you. Alas, I just have. I'm just wearing my old school loafers because the weather's fine and I didn't want to tie any laces. That's how flippin' lazy I'm being today, guys. I got the goods. This was so ridiculously expensive. If I had bought it at the big Tesco yesterday on my way home from work, it probably would have been like pence, like under £1. I don't know. I just feel like I didn't really check how much the cocoa powder costs because I thought I had some at home, but it definitely would have been cheaper at the big Tesco. This was £3 for such a tiny little can. It feels like the olden days when like people had to ration and they hiked up the price of confectionery goods. I don't know, but oh well. Anything for mumsy, apart from loading the dishwasher. We're back home. I have some cranberry juice because I'm really craving wine, but I feel like I've had a lot of wine in the past 2 weeks. I really haven't, but I had it on Thursday, and then yesterday was Friday, and I was like, let's not do this 2 days in a row. Let's have some healthy habits, because at the end of the day, it's bad for you. It's fun, but it's bad for you. So I don't really want to get in the habit of like having it too often, even if I'm craving it. So yesterday I bought myself some cranberry juice because although it doesn't taste like wine, it's the same concept of it's cold, it tastes a little bit interesting, and you kind of feel like, woo, after having it. So there we go. Delicioso. Then I get my egg. So this is the process. I get the egg, crack. I'm gonna separate the white from the yolk. Uh-oh, there's a feather in the yolk, not the yolk, there's a feather in the white, which is exciting. I'm just gonna remove that. But that is genuinely a first. That's the first time a feather has ever gotten into my baking product. Crazy behavior. There is like the eye of the egg thingy is still in here, but I just don't really see that as my issue. quite honestly. I mean, I am going to remove this little black bit. I don't really know what that is, but today I'm feeling called to eliminate it, so I shall. Yeah, that's done. Oh my god, this one's bleeding. That's actually very disgusting. This is really upsetting. This one has like a whole red spot in it, and that is disgusting. I'm gonna see if I can find it to show it to you, but it kind of like got enveloped in something else. No, I don't care. A lot of firsts today. First time my egg has literally been bleeding. First time I've got a feather in my egg. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not enjoying the firsts. This is not exciting to me. I could have done without them. I'm gonna add them to this little party. Is that normal? Is that normal? I take everything back that I said about not caring about stuff unless it changes the way the world spins, because I genuinely almost cried. I don't even know how to explain the dilemma. I've lost like what seems like a quarter of my batter in this hubbub. Let me show you the rest of the crime scene. My issue is that I don't know how to line a cake tip. I always say I just don't have the capacity to deal with this level of inconvenience right now. There was a time where I went out to the movie theater. My friend cancelled last minute for good reasons, but I was like, I'm still gonna watch this movie because I paid. I can't get a refund on this. She's not gonna be coming out anytime soon, so it's not like she can come back tomorrow. So I was like, I'm just gonna go watch this movie. I get myself my chicken nuggets. I get myself my ketchup. Then I get to the door, okay? Now I bought a student movie ticket, okay? Because I am a student who studies. You do need to provide your student ID. However, I go to this movie theater very often. Very often. But of course, I don't expect people to recognize me. That's not really my issue here. And most of the time they do get me to show my student ID, but there have been times where they've like been like, of course you literally look like a child, like of course you're a student. Anyway, I go up. The thing is, this time I'm not with my friend, so I can't get somebody to hold my stuff, hold my drink, while I go get my things. So I'm holding my chicken nuggets, my bag, my phone with the scanner, the ketchup inside, like it's just all of a bit of a lot. And he's like, hey, can you get your ticket out? Like, not your ticket, because obviously, he's like, can you get your student ID? I look at him like, that's at the depths of my bag. I like, oh, it's really deep in my bag. And he's like, I'm like, okay, buddy, this is your job. Let me go get it. The thing is, I just couldn't find a way to get it out, get my purse out, like hold everything, and then like still be able to hold everything. So I was just like, okay, let me close the box to my chicken nuggets and put it in my bag. So then I can have a hand free to do all the things. I do blame this man. Yes, I do. Okay? Under no circumstances should I have prepared and had my student ID in the back of my phone case or something for this very moment. So, my chicken nuggets are in my bag. Then, I go to the bathroom. As you do. Actually, that's a lie. I go to the cinema room. I set my things down. I'm quite early. I'm the first one in there. I set my things down. I'm about to get my chicken nuggets and stuff out to put them on the side before I go to the toilet because everything was set. I was like, stage is set. I'm going to go to the loo now. When I open my bag to remove my chicken nuggets and ketchup, to reveal that my ketchup has spilt all over my bag. all over my back, on every single thing in my back. And I did not walk into moving traffic that day. And that is how I know that I can do anything. The lesson I have learned today I was just about to go on about how trust the process, and I look over and Mount Fuji has erupted. You know what? That was always going to happen. Anyway. What the heck? What's wrong? You just can't possibly keep a straight face for me. I really wanted to be the kind of girl who's going to grow up to bake cakes for her children, and they're going to love it, and they're going to be like, my mummy's cooking is better than the shops. My mummy makes cakes like the shops. My mummy makes the best cake. She has the best recipe, and it's literally BBC Good Food. But it turns out that my kids will be starving. Because I don't think it's safe for me to feed them. Because that's what I do to food.